And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast.
Well, a happy Monday to all the people out there. Saw a couple of thunderstorms moving through the area earlier this morning. We have now quieted down since then, and we'll stay quiet for the next few hours as of about 12:30. Probably stay quiet through maybe 4 or 5 o'clock later this afternoon. Probably going to see a mix of sun and clouds for the rest of the day today. Temperatures still on the comfortable side, building only into the upper 80s and lower 90s for most of the area. But we'll see a cluster of storms move through the area later this evening into the night. A little bit of an interesting setup. Got more of a cluster, more of a line of storms moving through the south part of the area. The further south you are, probably the better chance you'll have at seeing some storms move through your hometown, but a little bit of some isolated development up toward the Oklahoma Panhandle up into Kansas as well. I'll show you that storm prediction outlook. It's a little bit on the interesting side here in a second, but storms should be out of the area by about 12 or 1 o'clock later tonight. That may actually set up for a little bit of an overcast night and an overcast day tomorrow as well. But a look from the Storm Prediction Center, you see two separate areas of a slight risk, kind of for different reasons. Look down toward the southwest. That's more in the way of some straight line wind gusts. Could see 70 to 75 mile an hour wind gusts can be on the damaging side at times. Also, some small to moderate hail can't be ruled out as well. Then you go to the central part of the Panhandle, more of a marginal risk as the storm threat is a little bit lower. Then a slight risk up toward the Oklahoma Panhandle. The coverage in storms that far north is not going to be all that widespread, but since they'll be fairly isolated, tornado risk is going to be up just a little bit up toward the north as well. So a little bit of an interesting forecast for later in the day today. Be sure to stay tuned into News Channel 10, and we'll keep you updated through the evening on the storms. As for tomorrow, a little bit calmer of a day and a hot day as well. Highs building into the upper 90s once again as a heat wave looks to settle back into the region. Not as good of a chance of storms later tomorrow as what we'll see today, but still a couple people could see some downpours and maybe some gusty winds as well. Winds not too bad at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So 30% chance for today, 20% for tomorrow. Then we'll dry out for the middle part of the week. Highs still in the mid to upper 90s and lower 100s through the day on Friday as well, but we could see a little bit more of an active weather pattern as we see that storm chance increase going into next weekend.